special ceremony for a very special cause and a very special person. And I hope I can get through this. There's an attribute that we all know. It resides in all of us and it shows in many of us, that is called the human spirit. It's hard to describe, but you know it when you see it. It's a special quality that allows some among us to persevere and prevail and triumph in the face of challenge and adversity. And if, as it is said, that adversity doesn't build character, but it in fact reveals it, the strong character, courage, fortitude, and indomitable spirit of our friend, our club founder, and our esteemed member, Carol Kleiner, has shown through remarkably. I could never pretend to know exactly what Carol felt 10 months ago when she and her family learned that she had received the diagnosis of the cruel and debilitating disease, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease that Carol faced. But it's not hard for me to imagine that at the time, she knew that she was standing in front of and had encountered the biggest wall she had ever faced in her life. She couldn't go around the wall. The wall was too long. She couldn't go over the wall was too tall. And she couldn't knock the wall down and go through it. It was too massive and thick. But because of her courage, her strength, and her indomitable spirit, and because she believed, as she's taught us to believe, in something bigger than yourself, she knew that with the help of others, by forming Carol's Crew, and working with a very special organization that we'll hear about in a minute called Project ALS, that together, by raising funds, and by supporting the research performed by talented physicians, scientists, and others all throughout the country, that one day, if not for her, but for others, there would be more effective treatments and there will be a cure for this disease. That's right. Celebrate. And that this formidable wall, with the help of Carol's Crew and Project ALS, will be dismantled section by section, piece by piece, brick by brick. And one day, that wall will be removed, and that disease will be removed from the face of the earth forever. Carol, you are an inspiration to all of us. Your courage, your spirit, your belief, as you have taught us, to believe and strive for something greater than yourself and for ourselves, fills us with pride. All of White Marsh Boat Club, all of Carol's Crew, are very proud to be part of Carol's Crew. WBC, Carol's Crew, like you've never done before, give it up for Carol Kleiner. Come on, White Marsh, make some noise. As we say, this is an important event, but there ain't no party like a White Marsh party. And now we have a boat dedication ceremony to perform, and Carol is going to lead it. Let's distribute the champagne. Everybody take a little sip. All of Carol's Crew the founding mothers. You know who you are. She would like you to join her down here. And our other, as we called them a few weeks ago, our baristas of the bubbly are making the rounds to distribute cups and get some champagne. Save a bottle to pour across the bow, please.
Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. Jenny.
Okay, great. They need one at the boat. Not yet, Carol. They're getting some. Let's get the founding mothers and the Carol's crew folks down here. If there's any doubt about whether you're a founding mother or part of Carol's crew, err on the side of inclusion. I give one. Is there anybody that needs a bubbly that doesn't have any? Nothing sadder than a person with an empty glass. Come on here, Yesterday we took delivery on a beautiful new 2014 Vespoli midweight double. And now we'll ask Carol to remove the shroud. And this double is now. Raise your glasses, please. To Carol's crew. Well done. And now, for just another few minutes, I'd like to introduce three very important people. If you'd come up here, please. In no special order, I guess the order in which I remember them. Erin Fleming, Associate Director at Project ALS. Val Estes, Director of Research at Project ALS. And Meredith Estes, President of Project ALS. And I guess Val is going to say a few words. Thank you. Val Estes of Project ALS.
Thank you, Rick, and you White Marsh amazing people. So I just want to tell you a little bit about what your generosity today and in these recent months have meant to ALS research. Thanks to you, Project ALS is homing in on the first effective treatments for ALS. Is anybody aware of ALS? I don't want to turn this into ABCs of ALS, but I think it's important for you guys to think of your work on behalf of Carol's crew in this context. And that is as follows. So in 10 years, 1 out of every 25 people of us here today is going to be diagnosed with ALS, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, or Huntington's. These are the so-called diseases of aging. And as our population ages, more of us, we live longer. More of us will be diagnosed. That's why it's so important that you're here today, that Carol's crew is well in, toward its goal of raising really important funds for research that's going to identify treatments not just for ALS, but for Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and the like. So just yesterday, and then I'm just going to give you a brief background on Project ALS, because I'm so proud, and I'm so proud of Carol and the Kleiner family, and to have met them, and there's been such dynamism. Is that a word? Let's pretend that it is, okay? But just yesterday, Project ALS met with 2 leading neuroscientists at UPenn, John Trojanowski and Virginia Lee. And just to my point before, Trojanowski and Lee are like the Michael Jordan in basketball, or LeBron James. What they did is they've identified already 2 or 3 genes that are pivotal in Alzheimer's disease. And thanks to their discovery of those genes, the first effective treatments are, I think, on their way. There are many clinical trials underway right now to affect these genes. What we learned yesterday, thanks to you and thanks to our ongoing efforts with donors like you all over the country, what Trojanowski and Lee told us is that several of the genes that are active in Alzheimer's are in fact in play in ALS. And what's going to be really interesting in the next few months is to see if we can use some crossover ideas to try medicines in ALS that also work in Alzheimer's, are starting to work in Alzheimer's. I don't want to paint too rosy a picture, but that's the power of what it is we're doing here. You're here for you as much as you are for Carol. And I think Carol understands that. That's why I like her so much. She understands what crew is all about, like the crew, the family. The Kleiner family to us is part of our extended family, but they're quite beautiful. Bob and Carol, Jenny and Meredith, and Andrew, who's going to do something for Project ALS in Louisiana, so you got to come down to New Orleans. New Orleans, is it, Andrew? New Orleans. I'm saying that right. Soon. And James, who's soon going to be part of this Kleiner crew. That's going to be a great, great moment. And we're just so proud to know you through them. And we don't know much about rowing boats here at Project ALS, but just from observing Carol doing her thing and her mamas doing some rowing up the river, I think what I observed the other day is you know, the precision of their movements, the dedication of their spirits, but most of all, the consistency. I mean, you can't row a boat unless you're in it for the long haul. Like, you can't get in. I can see my daughter, who's on my crap list right now. I can see her getting in the boat going, I want to go home. This is not rowing. Carol teaches us rowing. The rowing that we're going to have to do, the work that we're going to have to do to put the first effective treatments into place. And we're going to do it. We're closer than ever. And thanks to Carol's crew and all of you here today, we're going to get this thing done. So on behalf of Project ALS, I bow to the Kleiner family and to all of you. Thank you so much for inviting us into this incredible place, this White Marsh Boat Club, and for giving us just a little flavor of what it is y'all do. And oh, the champagne was amazing. It was very high quality. But thank you, and please be in touch with us. There's going to be lots of breaking news over the next several months, and we'll be really proud to share it with you. And now I'd like to bring up Meredith Kleiner and Carol Kleiner to say a few other things. So thanks and have a great day.
I'm Meredith and Carol's daughter. On behalf of my mom and my whole family and all of Carol's crew, we just wanted to thank everyone for coming out today. And thank you especially to all the volunteers and all of Carol's crew for putting in so much of your time and dedication and support. It means the world to us. It means so much to Project ALS, and we're just very grateful for the support. Thank you.
But I guess I can talk. Thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You cannot do this by yourself. You can't fight a battle and win without the help of people who love you and support you. So thank you.
And learn to row. It's great.